Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. As spokesman and advocate of basic human rights, I'm legitimate because I have with me a proposal. When exercised, it permits every human being on earth to live as though they are in heaven, which basically means they're satisfied, they are fulfilled in life. Their needs, wants, and desires are met for everyone. If there is one person that cannot claim to have the same, it's hell. It's not heaven. What I'm basically saying, there are two conditions, two experiences that you can share on earth, one at a time. Either hell or heaven. If everybody is satisfied, reaping the benefits of life, is heaven. If one person is not, it's hell. Because that one person that is not represents every other individual on earth that could be in that position. So tonight, this morning, well, still a little earlier before midnight, everybody on earth is living in hell. And every last one of us are those that perpetuate hell. That includes every race, every gender, and every social establishment. That means your church. That means your school. That means everything that we do is from the pit of hell. America, you are represented in the pit of hell. China, Russia, the South, the East, the North, we are all in hell. And we will all be in hell until not one person feels that they are oppressed. Now, what am I saying again to you? I'm saying to you that oftentimes we call the Republicans demonic and Trump the devil. I've definitely done that. And that is true. But that number does not include Biden. That number does not include Obama. That number did not include you. That number did not include me. But we all are. And we are doing demonic things in our life. And tomorrow, when we wake up, we're going to say what Donald Trump did, and we're going to say how the outcome of it was. We're going to say what the Republicans did. Doesn't matter. We all did it. We all did it. The ones who were in the street protesting, you are also a part of its manifestation. Standing up is a good thing, but we have not stood up to the point that we can eradicate hell. And until we do that, we are all serving Satan. We are all serving the devil. Now, I realize that you might feel, and I've said it many times, that Trump was terrible, Republicans were terrible, but Democrats were terrible, but a little not as bad. Doesn't make any difference. Sin is sin. There's no such thing as a little sin, a big sin. Sin is sin. And when you're living in hell, there's no big door, small door. It's hell. So what I'm saying to you today, when we wake up out of the bed and you get a chance to hear this video, you realize that we got to make a change, a real change, because the system that we live under today is representative of hell. Capitalism, socialism, dictatorship, democracy, whatever you want to call it, is all hell. All hell. Now, what we need to do in order to get out of this hell, we need to change things. We got to change things, but sometimes we might have to focus on something else before we can understand what change means. What we have to do is to make sure that whoever we follow is someone that cares about every last one of us, not different groups or in certain ones, but we must choose a leader that cares about every last one of us. And this leader, we don't have to see with our own eyes, but we have to be able to see the evidence which supports what we're looking for. So what will it require? It will require that every American or every human being on earth got some type of job or career to participate in life. Every human being, even those in dictatorships, even those who are slaves, that it has to change for them as well. There is no heaven until those who think they're free are sure that everybody else is satisfied with the freedom they receive. So, what am I saying again? I am saying that changes must reflect where every human being can participate in life. And in that participation in life, they suffer for nothing that is made by the hands of man. Food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, infrastructure, and as I said earlier, anything that's made by the hands of man, any human being on the face of the earth can have access to it if they want, need, or desire. That's bottom line. No doubt about that. So having done this, having exercised a participation in the life, it produces peace, it produces prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness, fulfillment in the life, and you're living your dreams. Bottom line, every individual. So it is the responsibility of every individual on earth to make sure that every other individual, including yourself, is experiencing that kind of life. If not, when we wake up tomorrow morning, every last one of us are demons. Every last one of us serve the devil. I don't care what you think. I don't care how broke you are or how rich you are demonic from the pit of hell and you are cursed until you change. So I'm asking people to consider what I've said to you. It is wonderful to have your needs and your wants met. It is wonderful to not have to worry about anything. It's wonderful not to have to worry about sickness and disease. It is wonderful to not have to worry about terror and war. It is wonderful to not have to worry about people with guns. It is wonderful to not have to worry about ISIS and police and all that. All of that represents the depth of hell. And not just for some. As long as that goes on, everybody on earth is demonic. And the evidence is that you're still here. Because if you're not demonic and you're doing it right, you will see the change, not just in where you are at, but you'll see the change all over the earth. And you will be willing to give up your life in a heartbeat before you would change that and accept what we have been experiencing in our lives all this time. No, I want you to know that every human being on earth today, created by God to live and experience heaven, we are created by God living in hell because we rejected God. And again, we have rejected God. And the reason I can say to you that if you were right on the money, giving God all you got, the earth would have changed or would be changing in such a magnitude you could see it, or you would be sacrificed. You will be sacrificed. And you will be glad. You would be glad to be chosen to be sacrificed. So yesterday we were talking about Donald Trump, the demon from the pit of hell. Tomorrow when you wake up, I want you to understand that you're in the same position that Donald Trump is in. You are a demon from the pit of hell. But you've got options. You can change. But until you change, you're still a demon in the pit of hell. Now, that means, again, for some of you who might have forgot, all the Republicans, black and white, all the Democrats, black and white, all the independents, black and white. It doesn't matter if you think you know the answer or not. We are living in hell. And until we can experience the heavenliness, we are living and will continue to live in hell. Thank you.